Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How y'all doing today?
Good.
I'd like to just say a thank you for all of you coming out, and a special thank you to Professor Huxford for allowing me to give this talk to all of y'all. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed.
Amen.
We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal, said by Martin Luther King 57 years ago.
That's right.
Still today, we are dealing with problems from our past, letting old traditions and behaviors that should have been left in ancient times affect society today and what's right and how we are seen by one another. I mean, what are we to do in these lost ways? It leads you to think. Are black men and women created equal?
Right.
Are we 3/5 of a person? Do black lives even really matter? Breonna Taylor, Trayvon Martin, George Floyd, Tamir Rice, Sandra Bland, Eric Gardner, the list goes on and on. These black men and women were not treated equally. They were murdered. These are just some of the very few names that have lost their lives to racial inequalities in America. Since 2013, Black Lives Matter has been a movement to bring a spotlight to these meaningless killings of black men and women, especially from our local and state government officials, while also trying to provide a platform for the black community so that we are no longer deprived from living an equal life and actually being set up to succeed in life and not become another statistic that ends up in jail or dead. We can't keep going in this endless cycle of blacks being oppressed by other races thinking they're superior. This movement is sometimes falsely identified by people who aren't a part or who don't have the same views as us. These people don't want to have the same views as us. Black Lives Matter isn't a terrorist group or a group that's saying all lives don't matter.
Right.
It's just saying we matter just as much as everyone else. Black Lives Matter means a lot to me. I never seen my community come together like this. This summer, I went to protest. I saw peaceful protesters who strung together and actually fought to accomplish the same goal. They knew who we were fighting for, what we were fighting for, why we were fighting, and they helped make progress into getting justice to make sure these actions don't keep repeating themselves. I mean, in February, I turned 20 years old. The risk of me being killed by a police officer rises to a peak for 15 years, whereas a black man in America, land of the free, home of the brave, is 2 times more likely to die than any other race from excessive use of force from the police. It's one of the leading causes of death for black men in America. You all are black men who live in America. At the age of 20 through 35, the risk doubles of us dying at the hands of the people who are supposed to protect and serve us. That's where Black Lives Matter comes in. They're being set in place to stop and bring attention to these issues. A movement like this is vital to the success in the black community. This movement has brought a platform for us to stand on and make sure that we are treated equally, just like everyone else, giving our sons and daughters the opportunities that some of us may never get. And I could go on all day, but Black Lives Matter.
Amen.